in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away first. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So Texas's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down and prevent him from scoring on big plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wilson to pass. Gets it out quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCutcheon. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Finds the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Lost to throw again. Hit as he throws. Catch in the middle. It's McCutcheon. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single cover.
Trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hard running there. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Snagged in the middle. It's Floyd. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. 1st interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
Wilson will throw. Unleashes one deep. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the 1st quarter on a high note to no avail. 2nd quarter's coming. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's McCutcheon. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably. Boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Got it in the middle, it's Collier. Gets away from one, he's got space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line, it'll be a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the catch, it's Collier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll move the wide receiver.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Spartans come to the line in the hurry up.
I gotta say, watching this guy run is giving me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
He'll keep it himself. Running to Green. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Flips it out in the flat. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They've got the screen set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw again. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Time to settle for the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over.
Wilson to pass.
They're up by 7 over Oregon State.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, you got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Got his man to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Green 25.
Sticks it in his belly. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Okay, ready?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wilson will throw. The screen, he's got wheels. At the 35, he's open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. on the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wilson to pass. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
Got him downfield, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there and you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
The Spartans are marching down the field. They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wilson will throw. Works the middle of the field. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. With a first down in the final period. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He got it. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Wilson to pass. He wants it all. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. Just keep slinging it. Snagged out of the air. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Floyd. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Spartan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing. There was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wilson will throw. Caught near the sticks. It's McCutcheon. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They'll run the screen. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Spartans want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just a short pass to the tight end. The Spartans will come to the line to convert on fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, he leads it with the back.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.